Hi, it's Leia here from the Centre of Ki, and today I just want to share with you something about mouth tape. Now, how to use mouth tape I made a video about in December 2020, and it's actually my most popular video on YouTube, which is really astounding considering my channel is more about yoga. But anyway, that aside, I just wanted to come on today and share with you why that I still use mouth tape 3 years later after making that first video. Now, the reason I began using mouth tape was after reading James Nestor's book called Breath. And James Nestor wrote about all the different breathing techniques that he experimented with over a period of time. And he wrote a book about them. And one of the most profound things I felt that he shared was this idea of taping the mouth at nighttime when we're sleeping. Now, when I say taping the mouth, I'm not talking about taping the whole mouth shut. What I'm talking about is using some tape that you can get from a chemist or a pharmacy, and you just use a small piece of tape to tape the mouth, the top lip and the bottom lip together. So just like that. So you don't even have to have the mouth completely closed. It's more just a reminder there to make sure the lips stay together, which then encourages you to breathe in and out through your nose. Now, during the day, you might notice that when you're breathing, you may breathe through your nose or you may not. You may find that you breathe through your mouth. Now, the nose is evolutionarily designed as our human breathing apparatus. So ideally, when we breathe, we want to be breathing in and out through the nose. However, things like blockages, sinus problems, even, anatomical conditions that we may have been born with can affect how we breathe. And over time, this can get worse and worse and worse. Now, if we end up breathing through our mouth more than our nose, then we're really missing out on the benefits that nasal breathing gives us. So firstly, when we breathe in through the nose filters the air. There's some nasal hairs inside, they help filter the air. There's mucus as well that helps catch any pathogens that come into the body. It also warms the air as it enters our body. And there's this thing called nasal nitric oxide, which combines with the oxygen that we breathe, and it actually makes the oxygen more available in our cells once it enters our bloodstream. So there's all these benefits to nasal breathing. Now, using mouth tape at night is really good because we're in bed for a long period of time, 6, 7, 8, sometimes 9 hours. And by taping the mouth shut when we're sleeping, it's forcing us, in a way, to breathe through our nose whilst we're asleep without even having to think about it. And what this means is we get a really solid chunk of time where we're breathing in and out through our nose and we're getting the benefits of that process. Now, a lot of people who have, snoring issues or sleep apnea issues, this is a really important tool, but honestly, you need to check with a doctor or physician before you do this practice. I think if you do have any of those more serious breathing conditions like sleep apnea, then please see a doctor before you start to use mouth tape. But what I would suggest, if you are going to start using it, if you haven't already, is to just start by putting it on before you go to bed. Maybe, 10, 15, 20 minutes, half an hour before you go into bed. And maybe you're in bed reading, and that's a great thing. I like to do that. I'm in bed reading, got the mouth tape on, getting myself used to how that feels, getting used to that breathing process. And then I go to sleep. Now, if you wake up in the middle of the night and you're finding it hard to get back to sleep because you can sense the tape on your mouth, then just take it off, okay? And try again the next night and the next night and the next night. Now, I did mouth taping pretty solidly for about at least 3 months, and then continued for about another 6 months, and then just dipped in and out of it again over that period of time. Now, what I noticed after using it pretty much every night was I could actually feel my facial structure change slightly. So it felt like my jaw was getting actually stronger by being closed more often. I didn't feel like I had, sometimes when you wake up, your teeth feel a bit slimy, or that kind of feeling on your teeth or your lips from breathing in and out through your mouth. That was all gone. And, I just feel more awake when I wake up, really. I feel more rejuvenated and energized. So it is a good practice. And, you know, like I said, I've had days and weeks where I haven't used it at all, but just recently I've come back to it, using it more, especially just on weeknights. You know, have a break over the weekends, do it during the week. And I find it actually can help me sleep better too. So they're just some thoughts I have about using mouth tape. If you haven't tried it before, please check out my video, How to Use Mouth Tape, on YouTube. I can put a link in the comments. And if you have any questions about using mouth tape, please get in touch and let me know. Another thing is, if you work at home alone, or if you're at home with no one else around, you can use it during the day. Even if people are around, you know, put it on, give it a try, half an hour, for an hour. Any small increments where you're using it will be beneficial for you, and it's going to help you become more aware of your breathing processes. So especially breathing in and out through the nose. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing your comments and thoughts about this, and I look forward to seeing you also in another video real soon. Bye for now.